And hello and happy and beautiful and blessed moon night. So before I even pull the cards, I kind of just like want to chat briefly. So like in my other video, right, that I posted where I was just like yapping and I had a mimosa in my hand and whatnot, I was just talking about like I'm just kind of in a period right now of just like learning to find a nice balance and just like allowing myself to enjoy certain things that I enjoy rather than just like feeling guilty for it or trying to like stick to like a strict kind of thing and whatnot here. And one of that just being like not feeling bad that I want to enjoy like a nice cocktail, you know what I mean? And naturally with that comes like self-awareness, because I guess it can be a very thin line. This sounds like I'm trying to justify, oh no, that's like not it. I was just gonna say like it's a thin line between like just like allowing yourself to enjoy it, then I guess like kind of relying on it. And I guess like an example is just like for me, like right now, like today emotionally I'm feeling a little womp womp, and that's okay because that's like life or whatever, right? But like I know that I need to allow myself to feel this, and because of that, like the drink of choice for tonight is just coconut water. You know what I mean? Like I was lucky enough for my neighbor to give me like a little nug or whatever, and I didn't even like do anything with that. Like I think that's just like really what it is. It's very important it's really important to just kind of like be aware, I guess, of just where certain urges, impulses, desires are coming from. Is it kind of ways of like avoidance, escapism, or just wanting to, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because my other video, and it's nice to be at a point now where I'm aware of, and it's an ongoing kind of thing, you know what I mean? You never know, because like on my dresser in my room or whatever, a book that I bought 3 years ago it was just basically like talking about like putting like alcohol or whatever. I know the way I'm talking about alcohol, it makes it seem like I have a problem, and I don't. It's just that like I lean from like one extreme like to the next. Like so if I'm not like refraining 100% or whatever, I guess like in just like in regards to anything, I sometimes just feel like a little guilty. I guess a perfect example apart from substances is like what was I gonna say, is like 3 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago or whatever, I started like working out, and instead of like finding a nice like healthy balance with it, I was doing it every single day. And that's fine, but one should give their body like some rest. Like so I would work out like every day, and then like go walking. I live like and then I live in a city or whatever, so and then I would go walking for like miles, you know what I mean? And I guess it's just like it all stems down to like your intention, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. If for me, like I'm learning it's important to find like that really like nice balance. Like so fast forward to now, instead of working out every single day, I'm only just doing it 4 days a week, and I'm kind of just like, like I'm allowing myself to mix it up, and some days I'll just do some yoga. Some days I'll do some Pilates, and then some days I'll just do like my HIIT workouts, you know what I mean? And not feeling guilty for giving myself like 3 days of rest. You know what I mean? I think that's like the period that I'm in right now, is just like finding a nice like perfect balance. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. But I guess like I'll just fucking talk. I'll just record a reading in another video. And I guess like I'll just share this or whatever. I'm feeling a little sad. I'm feeling a little down because I I've been, I guess I shall say, fostering a kitten, and I can't keep her, and because of the house I'm in, and it makes me really, really sad. Because I really do enjoy, I enjoy just being around like animals and everything of this nature, and it just kind of, it's just gonna feel like really ripping off a band-aid or something when the day comes when I have to say, ta-ra. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it's also kind of just, I'll just say this. You can tell when a person is like doing something kind or being nice or helpful. You can tell when it's coming from a place of them doing it because it makes them look good versus it like actually like being something genuine. You can tell. I don't think I care enough to like elaborate more on that, do I? I don't know. It's my grandmother's house, and she doesn't like kittens, but with the way how everything happened, it would have looked really, really bad if she didn't let me like bring in the kitten to take care of it to get it better or whatever. But like last week, like I was just sharing with my grandmother that the cat, is very curious and like would jump into my guinea pig's like house or whatever. And she's just gonna be like, she hopes that my pigs bite the kitten. And that's such a very insensitive and a rude thing to say. You know what I mean? To a kitten that got attacked and lost their eye. Why would you say that? You know? I'll also just end off with this. It's a very interesting thing to see the switch up in a person when death comes knocking at their door. And death can come knocking at any of our doors, anytime, any day. You know what I mean? But, like with this death card on my shoulder, my favorite card in the entire world is that, like, I should never wait until death comes knocking at my door to be kind, to love, to be genuine, to be my authentic self, to do what I want to do and not, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, like, and that's why in like in every single video that I post, I'm literally always talking about just like living an authentic life and just doing that because, like I said, death, is a promise to all of us. And whenever that time comes and whatnot, I don't want to look back if I'm given that chance to like look back, because it could be all so instant. When that time does come, I want to be able to look back and know that I was true to myself. Can I? You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, as well too, is that like people shouldn't wait until death comes knocking at their door to suddenly be a kind and a nice person.